everybody. So my sound may be a little off because my whole studio is packed up in a box somewhere between here and the new place. So if the sound is a little off, it's loud. And it may be an echo because I'm in an empty house, nearly empty house. So hardly no furniture, just me and the fur babies. So if y'all hear them carrying on, I'm babysitting. So anyway, it's good to be back. It's good to be here on Monday. And we got some great guests with us, even though I spelt their name wrong, I think. No, I might have got it right. Got some great guests with us, and we're going to have fun interviewing them and getting to know them a little bit better. And instead of lollygagging around, we're going to get right to it. These yahoos are ready. How about y'all? Y'all ready?
Ready.
So we got Happily Ever Hanks with us today, and it is an honor to have them with us. Anybody that comes on our little show, I just think, wow, that's great because we have a little show. And I'm thinking, who wants to come on our little bitty show? So, but anyway, so how you guys doing this morning?
Great, fantastic. Thank you so much for having us. I love what you guys have this show. You guys need a podcast. Have you ever thought about that?
I do have one. I'm behind on uploading it.
We're gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Anchor, but it's on a bunch of different ones. Spotify, all those. I'm about a month behind on uploading it. I take the audio from these and download them to the podcast. So it's a replay.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's so smart. That's like just way to get you out on all platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am behind though. I am really behind, and I'm gonna have somebody to help me. It's easy to pull audio off StreamYard within the 30-day window, but after that, I don't know how to do it. So.
Oh yeah, I would not know. We just got like our first StreamYard maybe a month or so ago.
Yeah, so we're pretty new to the game, but.
Yeah. Well, you guys tell us your names and a little bit about your channel and how you got started.
All right.
I'm Renee.
And I'm Kyle.
So our channel is called Happily Ever Hanks, and we are both traveling ER nurses, and we've been doing that for a couple years. Should have started YouTube when we started traveling as traveling nurses, but we decided a couple months ago. Our channel is about 5 months old, and we were like, hey, we have so many people reaching out that need advice on travel nursing, where to begin, RVing. I mean, we were constantly answering people's questions, and we were like, you know what, let's help people out through YouTube. It seems like,
For sure. Yeah.
Seems like we can make it interesting and try to make it like fun and energetic, and that's kind of what we stick with, and here we are.
Mostly I would say our channel is about we kind of niche down to the RV living side of things. Now, our main goal, our main purpose with the channel is not really to get out there and show our adventures, but it's up to actually inspire people, to push people, motivate, get them getting out there no matter how you can or whatever is in your ability to do so, to get out there and just enjoy life to the fullest, live small, and just experience huge things out there. There's so much to see. There's always so much more to explore. We were just talking earlier about Colorado, and goodness, we can't wait to go back and just explore more. Cause there's just you only have so much time to live in life.
Yeah, no one's getting out alive.
So. No, we're all in this together. So you might as well be happy doing what you're doing and living it to the fullest. So
Colorado is my bucket list.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, we can never get a nursing assignment there. Everyone wants to go, so they don't need help. They don't need
the help.
Yeah, you'd have to work cheap to go to Colorado, wouldn't you? There's a bunch of people.
That's the truth.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah. So you guys are ER nurses. My son just graduated RN school, and he is got 2 more years. He wants to be a nurse practitioner. So
yes,
smart move.
That is so smart. Yeah, there's so many ways you can go with nursing. If you want to go into practitioner, or if you want to travel the country and live out of an RV.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, me and Tammy would have probably went RV. We would have probably went full-time RV had our way of living had not been so tied down to having a warehouse space and a lot of our stores that we stock in this area is in this area. We don't have many outside this area. So had we had a different income, we'd have probably went full time. So we were forced to downsize, but we downsized as way down as we could and still keep our business running, we felt. So we have a mini mansion, 1,140 square feet mobile home we're moving into.
Nice.
Yes.
How's it going? Is that a lot of work?
Well, we're not in it yet.
Not in it yet.
After the 12th, we sold our big home and our brick home, and so we've got till the 12th to be out of it. We've been downsizing for 10 years. We went from a nearly 4,000 square foot home to 2,000. Wow. And so now we're going from 2,000 to a little over 1,000. So I guess our next move is RV life. That's all I know.
Yeah.
We're taking baby steps.
That seems to be the trend. Everyone's just downsizing as much as they can.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, people are more and more realizing like all this stuff just clutters their lives. You know, with stuff comes stress. So, man, it feels good to get rid of that stuff and just kind of niche down a little bit and take it down, live small. Yeah. That brings about a freedom in life that not many can, you know, once you get to that point in living small and stuff, it really just opens up those doors to being like, you can breathe finally.
Yes.
You know, you can take a deep breath and not be so cluttered down. And
oh, yeah.
I seriously just want to downsize so I have less to dust.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I absolutely hate it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start boxing this crap up so I don't have to dust it anymore. I got stuff in the basement filled in boxes because that's I just like, I'm not dusting this anymore. I'm not doing
I
it.
don't know.
I
have a question about your rig. Is this the first RV you are in? And what kind of rig is it?
We started out in a 27-foot travel trailer. It was a Grand Design Imagine. One slide out. We were planning a wedding. Never took it camping, didn't know anything about RV, and decided, let's take it 3,000 miles to our first assignment in California from Pennsylvania. It was a little crazy. Wow. I recommend take them for test drives your RVs. Don't do what we did.
Yeah.
But last year we upgraded to a fifth wheel because we sold our home officially in Pennsylvania and we're officially full time and just needed more space. And this is much better than the 27-foot travel trailer.
A little more space.
Yeah. We don't have to pick a corner if we're mad at each other. You know, we can go separate ways.
Oh goodness. Yeah, it's been awesome.
So, and you touched on it a little bit a while ago about people are seeing that living with less may be the way to go. Do you think that and you guys see this firsthand, but do you think that what's going on in the world now is going to push more people into, one, the debt-free life, and two, living, like you said a while ago, living with less?
Yeah, I mean,
we talk about this a lot.
I think coronavirus was like a big wake-up call for a lot of people. You know, it kind of unveiled kind of what was going down deep down inside for a lot of us, you know, including us. You know, it made you ask the hard questions of like, you know, like, wow, you know, life is so short, life is so fragile. You know, what is the meaning? Like, there's a lot of deep questions you can go with that. And I think a lot of people are starting to understand that maybe they're living beyond their means, you know, not living as frugally. And buying the stuff is awesome. Don't get us wrong. We're all humans at heart and we love to treat ourselves, and that's awesome. But once you get it beyond that point where it's just you're chasing your tail and you're not really accomplishing what's at heart until later on in life, you're looking back and being like, why didn't I just go explore more? Why did I spend my whole life working for things to impress people that I don't even really know, you know? So our main purpose with our channel is, you know, Renee and I are debt free, and we don't say that as like a status thing. It was something that nobody in our family has ever done before. And it was a big wake up call. And we did it mostly just for ourselves to lay out that freedom and be able to just see what else was there to explore. Like when we became debt free, we just opened up all those doors and we're like, you know what, we don't have to work every single day if we don't want to. We can do what we love, and what we love is inspiring others to get out here and just just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
That's what we're all
said.
about. So, yeah.
Yeah. Me and Tammy, you talking about the stuff. We found stuff in our house that I didn't know I had.
You're just
That's
like,
when you have too much stuff.
We've
Yeah.
been-
Exactly.
I found stuff that I probably needed to throw away, but it was just hard to let go of. So now I have a old house on our place full of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that weird? Like we keep that stuff. Like what is it about humans that hold on to things, you know? And then even when you do find that stuff, it's super hard to declutter because you hold some kind of attachment to that. I mean, I know that was hard for us. Is like even living now in a trailer, it's like, do we really need that right now on the road? Like, is this something that we use, or do we keep it there as like a safety net?
I need the Christmas tree. Yes.
Yeah.
get a poster Christmas tree. Magnet it to the fridge.
For Christmas nowadays, interesting, because now I feel like if I buy something for someone who's like really trying to downsize, I feel like I'm not doing them a favor. So it's like,
so true.
Yeah, I buy wine. Like
buy steakhouse gift cards. Rock on that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because now, like, I remember when we went full time on the road. You know, my mom was like, "What do you guys need for your RV? What do you guys want for Christmas?" And I was like, "Propane and wine."
Yep.
Oh, goodness. You can't go wrong with those things.
Can't
She's
go
like,
wrong.
"Oh, you don't need that." I was like, nothing.
Your gift card
from us. That's fine.
Yeah, that is weird. I never really thought about that. Me and Tammy was sitting in the living room of our new place the other day, and it's like a third of the size of our living room we have now, you know, and we only was able to take like 2 or 3 pieces. And that was only thanks to the morning crew here for buying me a big screen TV that would fit on the mantle. Had they not done that, I would not have been able to get but 2 chairs in that living room. But first thing Tammy, we sat down and had this moment, you know, where you're just so exhausted, you got to take 5. And she's like, "Oh my Lord, where are we going to put the Christmas tree?"
That would be in my brain too. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Where's it going?
One of the chairs has to go. Nah, just kidding.
Oh man.
He said something about me or Thomas one sleeping out in the building, but I don't know. So I don't know about that. So
something's got to go.
Something.
What was the hardest part about, like, when me and my wife decided to sell our home and decided that we weren't going to open our business? There were rules preventing us, but there was a lot of companies like us that went ahead and opened. But we chose not to for the safety of our customers. But in the process, you know, you can't pay your bills, right? So we were living off emergency fund. But when we told my parents, her parents were not living, but when we told my parents, I was more nervous about telling my parents. I'm 52. I was more nervous about telling my parents what we were fixing to do. I think that was more stressful than the actual doing. Did y'all run into that?
Yeah, like when it comes to what's going on in today's world.
Like when you went to tell them, say, "Hey, we're fixing to sell everything we got, move into RV."
Oh, yeah, that was. I remember my parents kind of like laughed. Yeah. Well, they were like excited about us going to travel nursing because we figured that out first. We had no idea like if we were gonna just find apartments, because that's what most travel nurses do, even though RVing, travel nursing is getting popular. And then we were like, hey, so not only are we gonna do travel nursing, but we decided we're gonna buy an RV.
Yep.
And that's what we're gonna live out of. And they were just like, okay, we'll see how that goes.
And I think it like kind of correlates with your first question is like, you know, what are people kind of gearing more towards living small? And I think if I had to go out on a limb, I would say I'm not categorizing, but it's only applicable to our families right now. It's a big generational thing. You know, our parents are very set and like, you know, they were born in a different generation of like, you know, get the house, work the job, you know, retire kind of thing. So just speaking for myself, you know, my dad was like, you know, that's pretty cool. You know, he had been the one to say, go to travel nursing. But when we took it up a notch and like started travel nursing and then ended up selling the home and living full-time in the RV, you know, I think they're becoming more accustomed to it. I think a lot of people around in this day and age are becoming more accustomed to like, you know, that's cool. Like, what are you guys seeing out there? We don't have to live in one city, you know, most of our, you know, our whole lives. We can actually be frugal and live on the road and go see some places. So
Yeah,
I think it was a huge little bit of a shocker at first for both of our parents.
Yeah,
but it's now become like custom.
Well, the real shocker was when we were like, okay, we're gonna upgrade the RV and officially sell the house.
Yeah,
because the house in Pennsylvania was like a safety blanket. Like they knew, like if
exactly
something went wrong, we could just go back to our house.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then when we were like, we're selling it, they were like, okay, so you're on the road full time.
So you're doing it, and now it's just, you know, it's become normal. You know, they're like, "Where are you guys at now? What are you guys up to now?" And
yeah, what state are you in? Is what I get when my parents come. So it's always the question. I'm like, what state of mind or what state? Like,
yeah, exactly. What state of mind? It's so funny. Awesome.
Uh-oh, did we lose Gary?
So
looks like
yeah,
Gary.
we might have lost him because he's pretty quiet.
Bad
He's
internet.
really frozen. He's in the same spot he was like 5 minutes ago, so I'm pretty sure.
There he is. Oh,
And
he's gone.
there he went.
And then
It's our show. We love it when it's our show.
awesome.
So, where are you guys headed
Yeah.
now? Are you staying in Kansas for a while, or?
our goal is to make it back to Pennsylvania for the holidays.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
this was just a stop on the way.
Yeah, we're taking our
So
time
you-
going. Upgrades.
Yeah.
Are you taking your time then, and you go stop and see some side way and?
Yeah, we've done that a couple times where we just like hauled our butts really fast across the states, and it's exhausting.
It's exhausting. Yeah.
I mean, I remember the one time we drove like 700 miles on our first trip in one day, or 700. It was almost
It
800.
was almost 800. Yeah.
And now it's like 200 miles, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Right. We used to do that. We did that this last time coming home because we had no choice when we came back from seeing these guys in Alabama. And, you know, it was like, ended up being almost a 12-hour drive just because we ran into some heavy rain and stuff that slowed us down. But boy, we try not to do it anymore. We prefer to break it in half because that is just such a long drive. Absolutely hate it.
Yeah, it's mentally exhausting.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now with the days being shorter, it's just like more of an excuse for us to not drive further.
It's true. Yep.
So when you guys are travel nursing, do you do the whole you get a contract, you go where they tell you to go kind of thing, or is yours different than that? Because that's pretty much what I've heard from most of the travel nurses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's how it works. But you actually get to choose on your own. I mean, you'll reach out to your recruiter, and you can have multiple recruiters, and they'll say, "Okay, these are the assignments I have." Or they'll say, where do you kind of want to go? And we'll say, well, we have our Oregon license or California license, because you do have to be licensed in every state you go, which is a pain in the butt. But they'll say, okay, Oregon, these are the jobs I have and the start dates and some details. And, you know, you need to kind of pick out of there. So you don't really have to go where they tell you to go, but, you know, if they're really looking to fill a position, they'll throw a deal at you. It's almost like you're buying a car. They're like, look at this pay package and this location, and it's beautiful. And then it's like Bakersfield or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to Bakersfield.
Oh goodness.
So,
did we lose him again?
Yeah, Gary wants to know if his internet is bad or if it's one of ours, and it's definitely his internet. That's why he keeps disappearing.
Yeah.
He's doing a magic show.
Yeah.
Popping in, popping out.
Maybe he's really trying to figure out where to put the Christmas tree. He's like, wait.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I just thought of something.
Oh goodness.
I know.
So where are you guys at right now?
No, we're in Missouri.
Missouri.
And right now I'm traveling, but I'm in Alabama. Yeah, we're full time. We just hit the road October 1st.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. That's
It's Gary.
It's your internet.
Yeah, it's you, because we hear them fine.
Okay, good deal. if y'all lose me, keep on.
Well, that's kind of what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Keep on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. Like right now, it's gold, and then as we further we go on, it gets choppy, and I lose y'all. So
Yeah.
So when you guys were picking out your, I want to say the fifth wheel, was there a lot of stress on you to get that right, knowing that you're going to sell your house and this is going to be your home and you're diving in head first? Was there a lot of stress on getting that right, or did you already have it picked out which one you wanted?
I think we picked out, we kind of had an idea what we wanted, but we had to make sure something his 3/4 ton truck could tow. So that's tough with fifth wheels. Like there's not that many fifth wheels that you could tow with a certain truck.
Yep.
And I say we struck gold.
Yeah, I think we did too. And I think, having that exposure to like living in a travel trailer before exposed us to the living small, and then being able to upgrade from that travel trailer while selling the house. We kind of knew we were meeting like halfway there. We're like, okay, so we're going to have all the amenities of the fifth wheel. We're going to like sell all the sticks and bricks back home. And we already know all about like living in an RV. So it really made it a lot easier. Had we just sold the house and then went and tried to buy a fifth wheel without knowing, or a truck, I think that could have been like pretty stressful.
We actually bought it in Missouri.
Yes,
our
we
fifth
did.
wheel. We were in California doing so much research on what we wanted. We went to a couple RV shows in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Just trying them out, seeing where we could put the litter box, all that stuff.
Priorities.
Yeah. Everybody's are priorities.
Yeah. Christmas tree and litter, all the priorities.
That's too funny.
And we saw, we knew what model we wanted, and on RV Trader you could see like new, used, that specific model all over the country. And we were driving back to Pennsylvania, so we said, hey, we have the flexibility of buying this wherever.
Exactly.
So we found a great deal in Bonne Terre.
Yep. I think
Missouri.
it's funny.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
You've heard of
She's
it?
like,
okay.
Yeah. I thought it was a beautiful area. We stayed at a state park there, but that's where we purchased the RV. So traded the other one in and just continued on our way back home with the RV, the new one.
So
now, how did you think as far as moving from one RV to another? I know it's been a struggle for us when we keep upgrading, and we're like, we don't want to do this again. It's a lot of work. It really is.
I don't know how you could lose things in a 27-foot travel trailer, but I found stuff as we were moving. I'm like, where did this selfie stick go? Like, so if you lose something, just move your RVs around, and you'll
be bound to find some.
You'll find some things that you're like, how can I lose stuff?
Yeah,
it just happens. I don't know.
But it's kind of exciting. Like when you upgrade, you're like, oh, it's new stuff. Let's find like where are we gonna put all this stuff, and it's an exciting time.
And you always think you found how you're gonna organize, and then a year later you're still trying to figure out what to do. I think we reorganize the RV every couple months.
Yeah.
So that never ends.
And there he goes again. We should keep count. Just see how many times he leaves the.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. And we keep moving states. We keep moving areas. We're doing a circle.
That must be frustrating.
So my question that I always like to ask is, where is your favorite place you visited, and where is one place you haven't that you want to?
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What would you say?
I mean, you say that Oregon is like our favorite.
I would say probably one of our favorite. Yeah.
We really like Bend, Oregon. That's been a favorite place of ours.
It's a pretty chill place. Have you guys ever heard of Bend, Oregon before?
Yeah, we actually camped outside of Bend when we went to the Pacific back in July. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's fantastic.
I've never heard of it.
Did you guys go down in like the Deschutes National Forest and all that stuff? Is that what you did? Yeah, we didn't actually do that. We drove past it all, and I really feel like we missed out because I seen some videos and we missed out a little bit there.
Oh, the summers are fantastic there.
Always there waiting for you when you're ready to go back.
Yeah, it's there.
Beautiful though, like the mountain ranges.
All the people who live in Bend would probably really hate the fact that we're bringing more tourists. They are like, more people. What you get for living in a beautiful place. People are going to find it, and they're going to come there.
Yeah. So I'd say Bend for sure would probably be our one spot that we always usually go back to, and man, there's so much to do there.
Yeah.
One spot that we're really dying to go to is Banff, Banff, Canada,
and Alaska. Yeah, that was the plan this summer. We said, hey, let's take off from travel nursing and actually go do Canada and Alaska.
Yeah.
And then the Rona.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be there. When we do it.
What about for you guys? What are some of the places that you guys are some of your favorite areas?
That we should maybe visit.
Yeah, because we're kind of always curious to see what else is.
Well, I mean, my favorite definitely has been the Pacific Coast. I am a beach, water, and that was the first time I'd ever actually seen the ocean. So that is at the top of my list. Now my next goal is to go to the Atlantic. So I've seen the Gulf, from a couple of different states. So I've seen that, but I want to actually see the Atlantic Ocean. So that's mine.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, you'll like it. I mean, we always went to the beach, Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah. Pacific's cold though, huh? What do you think? Did you dip your toes in the water?
Oh yeah, I had to. But I walked along the beach and let the water come up, and I was like, "Oh boy, that was cold."
Yeah,
but I did it anyway.
It's surprising. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't have an area yet. I've only been to Texas and really Alabama.
Hey, that's cool.
But where's your want to go, Nettie? Where do you want to go?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Go?
Well, we're going to be heading to Quartzsite. I'm real curious about how Arizona is. I would like to go to Oregon, when it's not cold.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely see the seasons there for sure. So if you ever get there,
Yeah.
I'm originally from Redding, California. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of that before, but it's way up northern California. That section that most people forget is actually California. Usually people call San Francisco northern and then shut it off from there. But I'm from 3 hours north of that. And,
that's how we came home from Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah, we drove through there. So
Yep, that's my home. So I-5 there, and I would say Bend kind of reminds me of that vibe. There's a lot of mountains, a lot of lakes.
Yeah.
Summer activities. Things are within driving distance, which is really cool too.
The redwoods are 3 hour drive.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah,
so much to see out there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's beautiful.
Yeah, some places. Mm-hmm. We'd like to make our way south. After we visit family in December, when it starts to get really cold, and we're peace out, family.
Yeah,
and
sure.
We're gonna head south. Maybe I know Florida, you have to really make a reservation ahead of time if you're gonna go RV in Florida during the snowbird season. But maybe Georgia, maybe Alabama. So if you have any recommendations on where to go, that it's not too crazy, and in the winter, I should say,
in the winter time. Yep.
So hit us up.
I say Alabama, go to DeSoto State Park.
DeSoto State Park actually was a really nice park. It's in northeastern Alabama.
Yeah, the north. Yeah.
Okay.
That was a nice park. That was a good place to stay.
A lot of beautiful views and falls, and we really enjoyed ourselves there.
And you guys like hiking, right? You like to do the hiking thing. There's trails and stuff there too. I didn't do that because, as we all know, I'm lazy. But but they are there. I saw them.
Hey, that's okay. Own it. You're doing it. That's awesome. No, that's
we used to do a lot of the hiking stuff, and I actually enjoyed it. And I just physically can't really do it anymore. I can do short ones, really short ones, but when you get into those rough hikes, I just cannot do it anymore. Right. My knees are nope, we're not doing this. And they just quit.
Some are a little extreme.
We hiked from one RV to another. So that was about it.
On the flat pavement.
Awesome. Very nice.
Those are our hikes right there.
Yeah, that's fair.
We did do the falls, which required us to go up and down about 30 steps or something. That counts.
Nice. Yep, every bit counts.
That's insane. Actually, that's a lot.
Yeah. Getting out there.
Anytime I see an incline or steps, I'm just like, this better be worth it, or I'll be mad at someone. I don't know who, but I'll be mad at someone.
Jerry wants to know where Gary's at. Jerry, we don't know.
We don't
He
know.
just left.
Yeah.
He's having some internet issues.
We can't bring you back up, Jerry.
Sorry. We can't bring you up. We can't end the show. We're just kind of here.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah, this is good. And I love the chit chat.
We don't mind when Gary's not here.
Yeah. Your secret's safe with us.
Right.
Yeah, we know how to kick them off.
That's great.
Oh, man.
Awesome stuff.
So how cool
okay. You guys travel with a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about pet, because everybody loves to hear about the fur babies.
And I know everyone likes to see the appearances.
Yeah.
He just woke up from a nap, so he's
Aww.
Yeah, that's Dexter. He's a chocolate Siamese, and he's our little guy. I mean, he's not one to go outdoors with us. We're kind of itching to get a dog because, I mean, we've taken Dexter out on a leash. Yeah, we're those people. You know, those people you see. What are they doing?
Yeah.
We're those people. So we took him out on a leash, and he'll just kind of flop out and
eat the grass.
It's really weird. He doesn't walk much.
Yeah.
So
it's not like what you see when those Instagram cats that go outside.
It's so crazy. We went paddleboarding one time in Bend, Oregon, and this guy went by us on the river on a paddleboard, and his cat was sitting up front. And I'm just like, goals.
I was like,
That's
we
what I
gotta
want.
get Dexter on this.
Yeah.
Like paddleboard. It
I
would be
wish-
terrible.
It'd be horrible. So yeah, this is Dex, man. He's a good guy. So
He looks really relaxed.
he's it's kind of weird. He has a really weird personality. He's pretty skittish when he meets new people, and then he kind of warms up. He's not ever mean or anything like that, but to us, he's like a little dog. He always has to sleep with us and around. He's very attention seeking.
Well, he's a Siamese, so like he talks
A
all
lot.
the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
our friends from Pennsylvania who like traveled with us for 2 weeks really got to, you know, every morning it was like they're like, there's Dexter again, just cough me out. Like,
so funny.
and there's Renee talking back to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Troubadour says they are those people too that put their cat on a leash.
Awesome.
And Sherry with Fantastic Travel says Oscar will not walk on a leash. He just plops down.
Oh,
That's it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like, nope, I'm not going.
Oh, look at him.
From the looks of Oscar, I can totally see that. I feel like that cat does what that cat wants to do.
Oh, that's so funny. I love it. That's awesome.
That's so funny.
So if
Yeah.
you guys go to get a dog, do you have any idea what kind of dog you want?
Oh my gosh, we've been all over.
We have been all over. I don't even know. Like one of my favorite dogs is a German Shorthair Pointer, but they are just so high energy.
They would tear the RV
They would
apart.
go nuts. So, I mean, I think if we were ever get a dog, we would need something a little bit more laid back, like a retriever or something like that.
Something that would like to go run around, not, you know, like we
also wants to take a nap. You
like
know?
French bulldogs are super cute, but you know they're adorable, but they don't live very long supposedly because they have breathing.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I guess then
Jerry's in the basement. I don't know if you can see him, but he was in the basement.
He's not
Well,
there anymore.
stay away from boxers because they are very high strung.
Yeah.
We're on our third boxer, and every one of them had been high strung.
Oh,
we gotta take that.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, if people could throw in the comments what kind of dog they think we should get that is just right between lazy and we'll go out and
Yeah, exactly. A nice easy medium there.
Yeah.
Something.
Because we have a cat doesn't mean we're cat people.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was just-
I've had dogs my whole life, and it's so funny. You know, we have a cat now, and people are like, "Oh, this,
Yep,
you just got the cat," and I'm like, "I know, I've had dogs my whole life. I need to get another
It
dog."
was easy.
It's
He was
easy.
on clear. He was like a clearance cat.
He
so we
was.
got him.
He was a good guy.
So a mini golden doodle.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
One
absolutely.
suggestion.
Mini golden doodle.
Actually, those golden doodles are supposed to be really good dogs. Like
They're very
really smart
expensive.
and yeah, that's kind of a drawback. The artist on the road said adopt a mutt.
Adopt a mutt.
Felix, we had somebody on the show that had some dogs that I jumped up and down about wanting. Was it the golden noodles? It might have been
The new adventure.
Somebody was raising them.
The new adventure.
May have been.
Yeah, that's I think the only one you've had on that raises dogs. So
Our daughter has a Shih Tzu, and that thing is awesome. And we have Pekingese Chihuahua mix, not recommended for RVs.
Oh, really?
They're high strung.
Are they? Well, that's good to know.
Man, it's like these dogs are like having kids.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
Dexter's a big enough kid as it is. Oh my goodness, this guy.
Boy,
I feel like now's the perfect time because we're off. We're not taking an assignment right now till
Right.
maybe like in the spring. So I feel like being here all the time to get it accustomed to the RV is like perfect. Like we got to get one now or never.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Bentley. I bet they won't come in here. I was going to get them to come in here. They won't let me touch them, but I thought they might let me film them. They'll start barking.
Hey, Jerry's having a sneezing fit down there. Did you sniff some pepper there, Jerry?
Allergic to work.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
man, I think we can all agree with that. Goodness.
Sherry wants to know when you'll be taking your next assignment.
Well,
We don't know yet.
we're not sure. We're working. We're trying to put everything, all of our energy into growing the community on YouTube. So that's our whole life right now, as it seems. So I guess when we start needing some more income, we'll eventually go back to work.
I mean, we're like trying to be super, super frugal about our spending. Like,
Yeah.
So we could last as long as possible.
Right.
But probably spring or summer, we might.
Something like that. Yeah,
have to
I would
go
say.
back.
Yeah.
So when did you guys start your YouTube channel?
About 5 months ago on Friday.
Yeah, June was our first video. I mean, we were the planning process started in probably January of starting to buy like a nice camera and get used to an editing software. We kind of prepared ourselves and we launched our first video June 18th.
And where are you at right now with subscribers and watch hours and all that stuff?
We are at
like 810 right now for subscribers, and watch hours I think we're at, I want to say 1.7, I think.
Yeah.
Is the last time we checked. So.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
No.
In that short a time. That's really good.
Yeah, we're not really sure how it's supposed to go because you don't know when you watch the other channels, you don't know what their subscriber count was so long ago. Like,
Well, I'm pretty sure when I very first messaged you guys, which was in September, maybe August or September, I can't remember now. I think you guys were still like in the 200s or something. So you guys have grown a lot in the last couple of months.
Oh, I remember we were on the road when we hit 100. Like we left Bend and we were in Montana.
Right.
Like so, it's been I guess it's been a fast growing journey. We didn't expect it to take off like this, and no one tells you how much work it is, though.
Right.
No.
It's definitely a lot of work.
It's not just to slap a video up there and throw up a banner and woohoo, you're famous. No, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gary gone again.
Yeah, that'll be what, 5th or 6th time probably that Gary's disappeared.
Yeah.
Jerry,
I think yes. Sherry says she thinks she interviewed you guys when you were in the 200s, and that would have been about the time that I messaged you too, because we kind of put you guys off a little bit because we didn't want to do back-to-back interviews with you guys, and you had
Yeah.
interviewed with her, so was going to, so we pushed you guys back a little ways. Well, and then we had to reschedule because, Gary, but,
Yeah.
I can't remember why he made me reschedule you. Oh, yes, I do. Because we were going to be all in Alabama, and we didn't know if we were going to have internet. So we were doing that meetup. That's why we rescheduled you guys, was because of that. And it's probably a good thing because the internet was not great.
Where we were too, it was awful.
It was horrible where we were. Oh my goodness, it was horrible.
We thought it was going to be good, and it was not.
No. So.
And we're starting to realize that like having service is very, very important.
Yeah.
If you have a channel.
If you,
Yeah.
I don't need electricity, but I need service.
Yeah.
Do you guys rely on your campgrounds for Wi-Fi, or do you have something that you use, or?
We have AT&T, and we use our hotspot through our phones.
Yeah.
And
it's been working great for us so far.
I mean, sometimes we'll use the campground Wi-Fi. It depends. If it's good, we'll stick with it. Because I'll just test the speeds and stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, have you done any boondocking? Are you set up for that?
What are we looking at, Gary?
He's trying to show
the
boondocking. We actually don't dabble enough with boondocking.
I mean, we've done it like a night, maybe 2 in a row, but we don't have any solar or generators or anything like that. We haven't like dished out the money for that yet. We're kicking ourselves in the butt for not doing it. We're hoping to do it next year, but
oh my God, it's expensive.
Especially with it getting busy and stuff, busy time of the year, it's nice to kind of spread out a little bit and have that flexibility to live off grid for a little bit. So.
We definitely want to. I think we're leaning towards solar. I think it's what everyone's doing, especially because I think like everybody's buying RVs nowadays. Like
for sure,
if we think the RV community has like exploded, I don't think it's even peaked yet. Yeah. And I think with what happened this year with coronavirus, I think more and more people next year are going to have RVs.
Right.
It's going to be even more difficult to find a spot to park. Prices are probably going to go up. I mean, it's like we just started like we got to be prepared. We got to get solar so we can just be able to camp wherever.
Something's got to get. Yeah. I mean, I would imagine like maybe it might be a good time to get into owning an RV park or something.
Oh man.
I mean,
that's actually what my husband said. He's like, man, we should buy an RV park.
Yeah, or at least be an accountant for one.
Right. Jerry is trying to work up a deal with someone to purchase a RV park that is actually not too far from where I live. And my husband opened his mouth and let Jerry know that I have a little bit of bookkeeping skills. And now Jerry seems to think I'm going to be his accountant for his RV park. And he muted himself so that he doesn't have to talk now.
He's looking the other way. He's
right. Right. What, me? Who? Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Funny.
Felix, did you see what Gary just sent?
Well, yeah, Gary, we were already doing the interview, so I mean, I don't know if he's listening, but he texts and says, "Y'all are going to have to do the interview. My internet's junk." Haven't listened to the interview, Nettie? I mean, honestly.
Yeah. I just told him to come back.
I hope he comes back in to end the interview.
That's what I text him. He's got to come back to end it. So
yeah.
I was just looking at who's in the chat right now. It looks like some people we know. Fantastic Travels, Sherry. Hey, what's up? And Nursing Our Travel Blog. Hey guys.
Doreen just came in.
I don't know if Sarah Cartwright is still here, but she's
camping therapy.
My sister, camping therapy. My sister's a comedian and she is a podcast. And I just feel like my parents are just like, what kind of kids did I raise? Like, why can't they
So Sarah is your sister? Sarah is your sister? Because I saw her pop in at the beginning of the live stream. And it wasn't a name I recognized, so
yeah, for sure.
Who else we got here?
That's awesome.
Bob's Venture.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure I I don't know if we see all. We're on the StreamYard version, so I don't think we see all the comments. So I apologize if I don't. Boondocking with Boomer. Hey guys, if I don't see everybody, I apologize because we, as you can see, we're still getting used to. Sherry probably knows we're still getting used to how StreamYard works.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it's behind from. Well, it's actually YouTube.
Generally,
is
it is.
Yeah.
Generally, StreamYard is a little behind.
Yeah.
And as for comments, I've heard that from other people, so that's very possible that it does not show all the comments.
Makes sense. Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Huh. That's awesome. Well,
that's great.
Yeah, so
they're saying our travel bug wants to buy land and put in some RV pads.
That is so smart.
That's actually a really good idea.
If we ever have a Sticks and Bricks home again, I'm definitely putting an RV pad in because what a great way to have tenants without them ruining the inside of your house.
Yeah,
exactly. Never ever want to be a landlord. Never ever want to do that.
I've heard a lot of horror stories about that. It sounds like you have some experience with it, huh?
I just know some people who have done that, and nope. Nope, never will do that. People just, they have no respect for another person's property, and I think they feel like when they rent a house that they have the right to do whatever they wish, even though that's still not their home technically. You know, they're borrowing that place, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You're supposed to give it back in the same or better condition than you got it, not way worse.
Yeah.
Right.
I just wanted to say that I'm going to send prayers out to Camping Therapy. She's at the doctor. She's having some breathing issues. So we just want to send prayers out to you, Doreen.
Yeah, I hope that all works out for you and you okay.
Doreen, fine.
Yeah, from Camping Therapy.
So I'm out of questions. Gary wasn't here to fill in, you know, when I didn't have a question.
Well,
and then I come up with more. I don't know.
What he normally asks that he always says, okay, if you had money, it doesn't matter how much money. Well, if you just came into money, would you change your rig or would you keep it?
Oh, gosh, we just talked it up like it was amazing. And I'm about to.
You know, would you renovate it or what would you do? You know, if money wasn't an object, you know.
Well, I've seen some floor plans that like are amazing. You know, better than we have a Solitude Grand Design, which is like an amazing brand, but it's like the smallest of the. It's like an S class, like the smallest of the Solitudes, and. You know, we met some people that showed us the inside of their Solitude where they have like a like a separate room for like a bunkhouse. And I'm just like, oh, that's the one I would want. Like, I don't know.
Always want something else. There's always something.
Right. Would you go in a fifth wheel or would you go Class A, Class C, or you would?
No, it'd be cool. It would be neat to venture out into like Class C and Class A. It would be a little tight for Dexter in the Class C. You know, I mean, he is a cat and he doesn't have a lot of room to roam, but kind of like
he just
living full time in that thing. I'd be like, Class A would be cool.
But when we actually do it, what do you think?
If we actually had the money to do it, I think we would probably stay in this. I would imagine.
Oh my goodness, we're separate here.
We're separate.
I guess I would say if like someone was like, here, do you want any RV? Like, I'd say we'd get a new one.
What one do you want?
Well,
what would you be looking at?
Probably that Class A that we saw that dealership that was amazing. It looked like
$480,000.
Yeah, it looked like or something. I was like, yes.
We got a Class A all the way here.
I feel
all the way.
Like fifth wheel pull behind, and here I am, like, way to go. Your true self came out.
That's funny. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that was a good question. I like that. What about you guys? Would you guys like what is some of your dream rigs to one day live in, or maybe not?
Yeah, like
Mel and Eddie's.
Jerry. Oh man.
I think I can move in. I think I can move into the basement. They would never know I was there.
Probably. I like if I was going to go buy an RV, I like the little mini Class A's, the tiny ones that are like 28 foot or something like that. I like those. I like the looks of them. They're plenty big, probably more than big enough for the two of us. I mean, right now we camp in a 6x10 trailer. So, anything is going to be bigger than what we're in now, but I don't know, because I really like that we built our own and we can work on it. We can do, so I don't know if we would do that or if we would just go buy a bigger equipped truck and a larger cargo trailer and do one of those out more fancy than what we have.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
That's good.
Now you could renovate a Class A, and that's what we did.
Nice.
And you make it your own as well by doing that. Now with us, we really love we have a Class A diesel pusher. It's an 06.
Nice.
And we really love it, but it's pretty big. It's 40 foot. So we're just seeing if it's going to work out for us as far as where we want to go, and we do want a boondock. We're set up for solar, got a generator, but we really like the Super C's.
Yes,
those are pretty cool.
Awesome, aren't they? They're the ones with in front.
They look like when they pull in the park, like they're the cool guy.
The bee's knees. They are the bee's knees.
Yeah, they're pretty beefy. They're basically almost the same size we're in, but it's not. Huh?
I said I'm going to drive one. I don't know how well.
As far as driving it, I think I could drive it better. I haven't driven this one yet, but with the Class A, you're sitting in front of the tires, and that's kind of weird to me because you're in front and you're looking at everything, and a Class C, you're behind, and that's what I'm used to. I used to drive a big truck, a semi. And so that I'm familiar with that. So I'm kind of leery when I start driving this. Am I going to be able to get that mindset being in front?
That's scary a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of right there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of like just
you're right there. Yeah. And if you think you're going to go into a ditch, which I did, I was screaming thinking we were going to go into a ditch on a quick turn. The tires had it. I was in the ditch. Seeing it, but my tires were not.
So weird. I never.
I
mean, I've been in a Class A. I'm like, oh, that must be interesting, but I never thought of that, aspect ratio. Like you might be overhanging with your tires behind.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance to see Nettie's deal, she has a handle right by the door, and the paint's about wore off of it already.
That's awesome.
I like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Too good. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Maybe one day we'll check out a Class A and or Super C. Maybe down the road when we retire. Or something,
I have a feeling like we want to raise a family in a sticks and bricks home. Someday.
Eventually.
I have a feeling we're going to go back to RVing then. We're going to be like, all right, enough of this house crap again. And then we're going to go back to RV like it just feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that the house crap is anything bad. So there's some days where we're like, nice to have a dishwasher or a place to put things.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
You just don't need
a dishwasher we had a fifth wheel. We had a DRV mobile suite, and I had a dishwasher in that. Pretty awesome.
Wow. Yeah,
yeah.
That's awesome.
She's got one now. His name is Mel.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can speak for Mel. That hits home. Oh man, funny. So Jerry, you work fire. Are you a firefighter?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. That's awesome. What city are you working in?
I'm in Kansas, about 30 miles south of Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh,
so just on the Kansas side.
Just on the Kansas. We're in Kansas right now, so
we're in Chanute.
Chanute,
you're only about an hour and a half from me then.
Hey,
we'll be right back.
Yeah. My daughter actually attended her nursing school in Chanute. That's where she got her nursing degree at.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you guys run like just strictly fire? Do you guys have like a rescue?
Yeah, we fire and EMS.
Fire
So
EMS.
both, yeah.
We're both paramedics, so we work
a
lot with the fire. I never jumped into the fire side of things, but
I never jumped into the paramedic side of things.
yeah, nice. Yeah.
They made me do EMT, but that's because I had to.
Yeah, exactly.
Fire helped. Like I was a nurse and then went to be pre-hospital, and I mean those firefighters helped me out on scenes of accidents so much.
Yeah, they own it. So that's awesome. Good stuff.
You're looking at me to make a decision. I'm looking at them to make. I'm just like, you guys do this. Like it's my first day.
You're doing it.
Just
cutting apart the car.
Yeah, they don't wait. They're just taking roofs off cars. I'm like, this is awesome.
Now, see, to me, that's the fun side of it. The paramedic side of it is, I'm glad there's people like you that want to do it, so people like me don't have to do it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely not my cup of tea.
No, especially when you start drilling bones and putting IVs in, it's like,
So we're actually gonna go ahead and sign off the show. Gary's really having some serious issues. He's in the basement waiting to play the the ending extra or outro here. So I want to thank you guys for being so patient with us and rescheduling you and pushing you off and everything else. And you guys was a great interview. We didn't even need Gary. We did fine without him.
I don't know. Thank you guys so much for having us. This was so fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, you guys are great. I've watched you on a couple of other interviews, and you guys, you're fun. Yeah. You know, you really are. And I've watched some of your videos, and you know, if you guys in the chat have not been over to check out Happily Ever Hanks, their link is running in the chat by Stream Elements. So click on that, go over and subscribe to them. Watch some of their videos. You will enjoy them.
How long are you guys going to be in Chanute?
We're only going to be here for a couple more nights. We were the first 2 nights we were telling it is like free for about 50 amp. You know, we got 50 amp hookup, and then $10 a night thereafter. So we'll probably be here, I would say, for another 2-3 nights.
Yeah.
Where you headed after that?
In Missouri.
We're heading to Missouri. So.
You're going to be coming right through my neck of the woods. If you're headed to Missouri, you'll have to give me a call and we'll go out to dinner or something.
All right. That'd be sweet. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We'll hit you up and we'll get some information. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll send it to you email. That way, if you're heading to Missouri, you're going to come up from Chanute. You're going to come up right at I-35, and I live 2 miles off I-35.
Oh, good. Let's do it.
Nice. That's
Perfect.
That'd be great.
Okay, Jerry, quit talking now. Gary's waiting to do the outro, so quit talking.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, come on, Gary.
His
Come on,
internet
Gary.
is trying.
He's trying.
I can just sing it if you want me to.
Okay, go ahead and sing it.
Come on, Gary.
Oh, he was in here. I didn't know he was in here.
Yeah, he just popped in.
Should we dance?
In here. I didn't know he was in here.
Yeah, he just popped in. Got an echo.
Yes, we do.
Hey guys, I can't find your email. Look on my page and email me when you guys are headed this way.
Okay, we will. We'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I can't find your email. Look on my page and email me.